Men's testosterone levels drop when they secure stable, committed partners, and again when they have kids. When you see a jacked guy in his mid-30s, you're looking at someone whose hormones are responding to a failure scenario. Failure to secure a stable partner and reproduce. Neckbeards come from every walk of life, you know? They come from any area of being a person. They can be a jock, or they can be a nerd. They can be somewhere in between, or they can be neither, you know? But one thing that is consistent among all neckbeards, regardless of the walk of life, is putting down other people for living their lives the way they want, because it gives them a sense of superiority. And this can be seen here. This is what really makes it a neckbeard post. But also, it just ignores the fact that there are buff people who work out and go to the gym who are also married and have kids. Just saying. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Someone asked me to do r/justneckbeardthings in the comments, and I haven't done this video in a little while, so hey, I thought I'd have a look. This is a subreddit dedicated to all things neckbeard. I don't really have anything more to say on it than that, so I guess we'll just take a look. By the way, if you have any recommendations for subreddits you'd like me to do that I haven't done in around at least a month, then let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to take a look. So this is a two-parter of this person who just doesn't have anything better to do with their life. I'm anti-LGBT. I dare someone to defeat me in Discord VC. Who wants to be defeated in an LGBT debate on Discord VC? No one cares. I care. Yeah, but you're no one. I'm a trad Catholic king and pro-LGBT debunker. I would defeat the LGBT in a Discord VC debate. Who wants to be defeated in an LGBT debate? Who wants to be defeated in an LGBT debate on Discord VC? I am anti-LGBT and I dare someone to defeat me. Just saying, if you want to be defeated, here's my Discord link. They're literally going through various subreddits, including r/justneckbeardthings, and going, come debate me on Discord. They've genuinely got nothing better to do with their time than that is something they're going and commenting everywhere. All over Reddit, constantly. I mean, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on-screen comments here, and I guarantee there's more. That's 7 in the last 20 minutes, right? The first post there 1 minute ago, the last one 20 minutes ago. They've commented 7 times in 20 minutes asking people to debate them on Discord. It doesn't get much more neckbeardy than that. This Victoria's Secrets model can program code in Python, C++, Java, MIPS, and Objective-C. Only print hello world. Yeah, she can write hello world. What a waste. I have 27,481 points on Stack Overflow. I'm on the iOS tutorial team for RayWenderlich.com. I'm the lead iOS software engineer for Rallybound, the 841st fastest growing company in the US according to Inc. magazine. I have a bachelor's degree from Amherst where I double majored in computer science and theater. I'm able to live my life doing everything I love. Looking at these comments, I wonder why 41% of women in technical careers drop out because of the hostile work environment. Go figure. Yeah, I don't understand this weird view in IT that like women can't do this job. I don't know how we haven't got past that misogynistic view yet in 2023. Like, this view has been around for decades and it's come from plenty of jobs, but women code, women work in IT, women play games, women design computers, build computers. They do things that men do. Just because she's a model doesn't mean she can't do other things, right? It doesn't mean she's not also intelligent. And it's the fact that there's this big like divide where it's like, oh, not enough women are doing these jobs, but also I am gonna insult any women that I think are not smart enough to do this job. It's like, grow up, just grow up. I say Jenna Ortega is the definition of perfectness in women. She looks underage, but totally an adult. So to them, the definition of perfectness in a woman is that she looks underage. It's just a pedophile. It's just a is just a pedophile. That's all this is. They're just a pedophile that gets away with it by dating women that look like children but are actually adults. They're just a pedophile. This is a weirdly common trend in neckbeards, by the way, is that there's a weirdly large amount of them that want to bang children. Milady 101, how to pick up the waitress. Tip, $1,000. Total, $1,128. Beautiful nipples, princess. Call me the master at gentleman luxury. No. I don't know what to say. This one's left me kind of speechless, I'm not gonna lie. Just no. Absolutely not. Stop. Thank you for the $1,000 tip though. Oh man. Hey, you know, if anyone wants to send me a $1,000 tip, I'm not gonna say no. Patreon.com/BlueTheNerd. Also, I think super chats might be a thing on this channel. I'm not sure. I've never really looked into it because I've never really wanted to, but they probably exist. I don't know how they work. This is a joke, by the way. Don't actually send me $1,000. I might die. Your rights are next. Husband, proud father of 3, 1 4-year-old girl, 1 7-year-old girl, 1 11-year-old boy. Women that have abortions should be charged with first-degree murder and issued the death penalty. Dating a woman that is under the age of 16 isn't considered pedophilia by definition. It's just a different type of relationship that people need to learn to accept and normalize. Grow up. Ironically, this person being called your rights are next while saying that, hey, women that get abortions should be killed. Whose right is it here being taken away? Because it's definitely not yours. Man, imagine being so pro-life that you think people should be killed. Like, something doesn't track here. I'm pro-life, which means I think the death penalty should exist. Huh? But also, thinking that dating girls that are under 16 is just a different type of relationship, it's just normal. I wonder how quickly his view on that would change if an adult tried to date his 7-year-old girl. I think it would change pretty fast. But then again, judging by his tweets and the fact that he's from Arkansas, he might already be setting her up for an arranged marriage. He might even be setting himself up with her for an arranged marriage. He's American. A true hero. Never forget the guy who pulled out his dick in front of 3,000 feminist protesters. Okay, there's context that they have deliberately misplaced in this post. First of all, this guy's not a hero. This can put you on the sex offenders register, straight up, first of all. Second of all, this feminist protest wasn't just feminists. It wasn't just a feminist protest, okay? This was a rally for people that had been sexually assaulted. It was a rally for sexual assault victims. There were also children there, and this man pulled out his genitals in front of sexual assault victims and children, and he's a hero. No, he's really not. He's a criminal. He's an actual criminal. You should act a bit more alpha so she thinks you're a Chad. Try messaging her, get your tits out now or I'll fucking kill you. Do not do this. I don't know. I'm gonna guess that they're probably joking, but it's 4chan, so it's hard to tell. This could be serious, it could be a joke. I'm gonna pretend that they're serious and talk about the fact that neckbeards have this weird obsession with being alpha, okay? There's no such thing as alpha. It's made up by people that have way inflated egos that use it to put down people they don't think are as cool as them. That's all it is. It's an obsession made by people whose egos are inflated but made of really, really thin glass, okay? They're huge but fragile. There's this obsession with becoming an alpha and how that's gonna get you more women. And it won't. Women don't actually care about this kind of thing. They don't care about men being alphas. None of this actually works. And this is the classic example of a neckbeard that sees these alpha YouTubers and thinks, they're getting laid. What if I take that and I interpret it how I think this works? I'm gonna get laid. And then they come out with stuff like this. And it just shows how poorly construed the whole thing is. I mean, the whole alpha mentality is garbage to begin with, but when it produces things like this, it's just awful. It's just really bad. Serious, why do inmates hate pedophiles? They have all committed a crime. Apparently in prison, the more violent and funked up you are, the higher your status will be. But when a guy sleeps with a 13-year-old girl, he's picked on and beaten by the other inmates. That makes no sense at all. A pedophile isn't worse than a guy who robbed a bank or killed someone during a hit and run. I hate this type of discrimination against cultured men. They use cultured men as a phrase a lot to describe someone who wants to bang a child. The reason, by the way, because yes, it is so much worse than other crimes. The reason, for example, the more violent your crime is, the higher your status will be, is because generally it's violent crime against other people who can fight back, right? So there's this status of like, he's real tough because he could take out guys who fought back. But people that murder children are equally treated as bad as pedophiles. The difference is, a child is defenseless against a fully grown adult. Whether that be violent or sexual or both, they are defenseless, they are underdeveloped, and they can be easily manipulated. Even criminals accept that picking on a child is so incredibly cheap and beneath even criminals that they would rather take out anyone who does it. Being a pedophile is so much worse than a guy who robbed a bank. That one is absolutely wild to me. That's a wild statement. A guy that robs a bank is just stealing some money, and the long-term consequences of that are he stole someone's money. But a pedophile, the long-term consequence of that is causing a lifelong trauma to a child. Like, I don't... What a crazy thing for someone to say. Good lord. Lock these kinds of people up, seriously.
And it is so fucking bad.
13 candles on that cake. Yep, that's a classic neckbeard right there. Classic neckbeard. It's a child. It's just a child. They're barely a teenager. Barely a teenager. That's a child.
Anyone else notice that white girls are kind of gross and used up, even if they're virgins? Don't get me wrong, I think white women have better looking faces, but there's just something about white women that just seems like they can never be clean. I just noticed the last couple months when I think of an Asian girl's ass, it makes me think of freshly packaged from a factory. Straight out of a plastic bag and never been touched. Absolutely sterile. Even if it was dirty, it would be cleaned easily. When I think of white girls, it feels like they could never be clean. Like, even if they took a shower, their ass would be gross. Like their meat rots easier. Something wrong with their skin, like they just create more bacteria. Anyone else notice this?
Spoken like a true incel who has never seen a woman in real life. No one else has noticed this. No one else thinks this. This is fetishization of Asian women to start with. But this is the kind of person that then goes like, it's women's fault that I'm a virgin. This is actually like one of the most neckbeardy things I think I ever could have read, you know? Putting down white women, raising Asian women, also veiled racism in there, you know, talking about how women are more attractive but worse. Just, there's so many layers to this. The whole thing is sticky and gross. Like, it makes me want to wash my hands and then use some hand sanitizer after washing my hands just to get the feeling of this post off of me. This person is not mentally sound. Let's just say that. They are not mentally healthy. Call the cops. My boyfriend looked at underage girls and is justifying it as basically normal porn addiction behavior. Is this a real thing? These were not like 17-year-olds. They were 13 to 14-year-olds with flat chests and baby faces who honestly looked like middle schoolers. He's justified it as a normal progression of porn addiction and searching for extremes. He thinks I'm being extremely unreasonable for not understanding why this happened, but so much of his explanation was really depersonalizing the issue from himself and saying things like, it's not like they were prepubescent, they were of reproductive age. It was a perversion of an innate drive. You don't understand because you don't understand what men are attracted to. I started my cycle when I was 11. Many girls are starting their period as young as 8 years old now. A girl hitting puberty is not a green light. It's absolutely not a green light. It's also not the normal progression of a porn addiction. It's not normal. It's not what men are just attracted to. It's not searching for more extremes because porn isn't doing it for you. It's just being a pedophile. He's trying to justify it in ways that makes it seem like he's not just a pedophile, but he is. He fully just is. is. That's all it is. It's just pedophilia. Call the cops, get his hard drive taken in, put this guy in prison. End of. Genuinely. This is not okay. You should not be trying to justify this. You should not be with him anymore, and you should not defend him. I know they're not defending him, but like, even posting this online and being like, is this normal? You shouldn't need to ask that, but no, it's not. It's really, really not. And the final post. This is a great one. I f***ed dozens upon dozens of women, and not a single one was able to come. It's biologically impossible for women to achieve orgasm. I don't know why y'all be lying on this app for no reason. Imagine telling on yourself this hard. Man, I feel bad for this guy. I feel bad for every sexual partner he's had. All around, just, this dude told on himself so hard. It's real. It's really real. You're just bad at sex, dude. Don't be blaming women for the fact that you're bad at sex. It's not even difficult. There's so much you could be doing to make it happen. So much. I'm not gonna go into it because I'm gonna get demonetized, but like, I don't know, maybe do a little research. And that's where I'm gonna end the video, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. Oh boy, if you want to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below, or equally you can click that join button on the channel to support me. It helps a lot more than you might realize, but by no means should you feel like you have to. I'm going to keep making content regardless. Special thank you to all of the YouTube members and patrons that do support me. All of your names are up on screen, and you are all incredible, wonderful, amazing people. It means so much to me that people do actually want to support my content, so thank you so much. Other than that, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.